Hey listeners, welcome back to The Dreadful Dialogue, a podcast where we chat about all things horror. I'm Elise, and I have my co-host with me, Kristen. What's going on?
Hello. Oh, just another wonderful day in the neighborhood.
Another wonderful day in the neighborhood. I love it.
Yeah. Another fun-filled day. Yeah, I'm doing okay. How are you?
Not bad, not bad. You know, we're hanging in there. We got the time change, and
Yeah.
we're going to go back in time to 1998 today because we are going to be covering the movie The Faculty. Yeah. Do you like this movie?
I do. I really like this movie.
Yeah.
I definitely saw it in the movie theater.
Me too. Yeah, I saw it
Yeah,
with my
okay.
mom. It was funny because I was doing
Aw.
my rewatch and she came over like mid-watch and she's like, "Oh, I remember this one." And then I was like, "I don't remember when I first saw it." And then it clicked to both of us. I was like, "I think I made you take me to the movies to see this," even though I was old enough, like I was already going to watch horror movies on my own with my cousin and friends and stuff. I was like,
Right.
me and my mom would bond by going to the movie theater together, and I'm sure it was like my
Oh,
turn to pick. So it was cool. I remember seeing it in the movie theater.
I love that. Yeah, I definitely went with group of friends. And I remember watching it late at night and us being, like, terrified. Like, we went to, like, the 10:20 movie or whatever, after we're done working our weekend jobs. And we're like, "Oh, no!
Yeah, I didn't
Ah!"
find it that scary, but I still liked it. I thought it's a fun one. I don't know if it aged. It's very much a 1990s time capsule. I think we'll
It
get into that with
is.
our discussion, but let's go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah.
Give us a synopsis before we actually get into our discussion.
Sure. So, 1998 sci-fi horror film The Faculty is about a group of misfit Ohio high school students that discover their teachers are being infected by a parasitic alien invader of some type. The students, using a homemade caffeine-based drug, fight back to prevent the parasite queen from taking over the entire town, with the climax taking place in the school gymnasium. Because why not?
Why not? Yeah, this is
Yeah,
total 1990s high school movie. I mean, we've talked about it before, right? We've covered
yeah,
Scream, but besides horror movies, there was a ton of high school movies. Can't Hardly Wait, Not Another Teen Movie was a spoof.
right.
Of course, I Know What You Did Last Summer. We had tons of them. So this is
Yeah, Scary Movie, all of that,
yeah. If
that
you
was a
were
spoof too.
if you were a 90s kid, like this movie will totally vibe with you. You may not want to go back to the 1990s, but this movie will definitely take you back there.
Right,
Yeah.
right, and this cast is pretty awesome. We have Jordana Brewster, we have Clea Duvall, we have Josh Hartnett, Selma Hayek, Famke Janssen, my boy Elijah Wood,
Yeah.
and then we have BB Newirth, and she's from Cheers, and Frasier's tumultuous ex-wife. We have Usher. I always forget Usher's from
90s
Liz.
Usher.
Yes,
Yeah.
Usher. We have Jon Stewart. Like, oh my God, Jon Stewart. And then I don't know if you know this, but the guy who plays the FU boy, that's John Abrams, and
Mhm.
he was the lead in Scary Movie.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like totally 90s
So
teenage
cool.
stacked, and even the older actors are it's totally
Yeah,
stacked. Like,
yeah.
if you're younger, like Usher might not be as hip as he used to be. Like, I don't know if he's still putting out
Right.
albums, but like his music was super popular. Josh Hartnett was a total heartthrob. Jordana Brewster wasn't. I think this was one of her first roles.
This is basically the first role for Josh Hartnett, Jordana Brewster, Clea Duvall. Like, it really paved the way for them. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, and then we also have Sean Hattasey, which if you're a fan of the show
Yes.
The Pit, like,
The
that was
Pit,
another one me and
yeah.
my mom were watching. She's like, and I'm like, "Look, mom, it's the doctor from The Pit." So, um, I
Yeah.
love that Robert Patrick. I don't know if you caught his name. He's
Mhm.
he's Coach Willis, right? But
Yeah.
he is the guy from Terminator 2,
Mhm.
and he is the T-1000. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm not remembering off the top of my head. The T-1000, yeah, okay. I'm like, I should know. Terminator 1 is, like, one of my top movies of all times, period, not just horror, sci-fi.
Right, right.
Paul loves Terminator 2. That's one of his favorite movies of all time. So, yeah, he plays the T-1000, Robert Patrick, and he's the coach. However, Jon Stewart's character is
Mhm.
Edward Furlong.
Edward Furlong. I know. I was dying. I was like, "Oh, Edward Furlong." Oh. he's had a rough go at it. That poor
Yeah, but
guy.
I just thought it was great that they, like,
That was
tied him
funny.
into timed him ti
Yeah.
tied it somewhat back to him being a being a
Terminator.
Terminator in the Terminator movies. So, that's really
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, stacked cast, lots to be seen with that.
Yeah. I mean, I related a lot to Stokely. That's Clea Duvall's character. I dressed like that. I still do.
Yeah,
I
me
was dying. I was dying. I was like, that was me in high school. Like, I had short hair like that at some point, like everything. I was like, this is crazy. But yeah, so much fun going back to the 90s.
Yeah. I don't know if I, like, really related to any one of them like, a particular way, like, I wasn't, like, a super popular person, I wasn't
Yeah.
I was just, like, average popular, I guess. I wasn't
Mm.
even though I was into horror movies, I didn't dress super gothy, I don't even
Oh,
know how to
okay.
describe how I dressed, I mean, I was an average athlete, I wasn't a superstar either, I ran track, I didn't do the newspaper, I don't know. But, I mean, it was still you could see that they played up those stereotypes, and I think that's
Yeah.
what's interesting about this movie. It's 16 Candles with Invasion of the Body Snatchers, even a sprinkle of The Thing with a specific scene. So I thought it was
Yeah.
cool that they kinda, like, mashed those up together, so it was cool, like, it was an interesting vibe that they did that.
Yeah, I agree. I also got, like, Breakfast Club vibes too because of, like, how, when they were in the Breakfast Club, they have all these different, like, archetypes of characters, which really mirrored in this cast, you know,
Wait, I said
uh
what did I say? Did I not say
You
I
said
said 16 Candles, huh?
60 Candles,
I meant
yeah.
Breakfast Club. Oh
Oh,
my
did you?
god, I'm not on my game right now. Wrong '80s Anthony Michael Hall at least I didn't say Weird Science. Oh my
That
god,
could also apply, right?
that's what I meant. I meant Breakfast Club, but I said when you said that right now
Oh,
and
okay.
I go, "Why is she saying that?" Okay. Yeah, I meant to say
It's all good,
I
girl.
meant to say
You know
Breakfast Club because you got the jock, you got the nerdy kid, which is like Elijah Wood's character. You have the
Yeah, yeah,
gothy girl,
yeah.
Ali Sheedy, which is Clea
Duvall.
Duvall's character. You have the popular one, which is Jordana Brewster, which is Molly Ringwald. Oh my god. Yeah,
Yeah.
listeners, I'm sure they caught on to anyway, I cut you off, but yes, I meant to
No,
say
it's
Breakfast Club, not
okay.
I'm messing up my '80s movies here.
Yeah, yeah. And, like, even when the teachers are, like, yeah, they're turning and stuff, they kind of gave off, like, the vibe of the coach too from The Breakfast Club, like, Coach Willis, or I guess he wasn't the coach, he was, like, the assistant principal, I forget, I haven't watched that movie in a long time, but, like, yeah, Coach Willis was giving off the vibe from the assistant principal from Breakfast Club too, where
Yeah.
he's just, like, very gruff and, like, he hates kids, like
Yeah, I know, talking about a faculty I mean, again, as people know, I'm an educator, I'm just like, "Wow!"
Right,
Like,
right.
I'm not even gonna go into detail, like, the whole relationship with Josh Hartnett's character and the teacher, like, okay, red flags,
Oh, yeah.
inappropriate, we don't got time to go into that other than we don't condone it.
Yeah, she was wild when she showed up in her, like, tankini top. And she's like, "Hi, baby," or whatever she called him, sweetheart, baby cakes, or whatever. I was
Baby
like,
freaks.
"Girlfriend, girlfriend, what are you doing? Okay, you're going to jail." Anyway.
So do you think that it was a good idea that they did that, or do you think it was like is it a played out concept to rely on the stereotypes of, like, the jock, the goth, the nerd, those sort of things?
I think for the times it works a lot, like, for the 90s. This was when we were really heavy in the teen movies. There was a lot of, like, the dorky girl who gets a makeover, the nerdy guy, is he gonna get laid during the summer? Stuff like that. I just think, like, yeah, it probably was played out, but for the times, it was extremely popular, and I think that really fed into, like, the entertainment aspect of the 90s, which is kinda sad. Like, that's what they got the laughs out of is, like, the dork, the fat kid, the ugly girl, you know what I mean? So, it was really for the times, yeah. If it were made now, I don't know if it would do as well, just because, like, we've evolved a lot more with, like, acceptance.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I
there
don't
were some jokes in here where I cringed, where
yeah,
I
I
was
mean,
like, "Ooh."
you definitely it's anything like any movies as time goes on, we figure out, like, certain things that aren't appropriate to say, And
Yeah.
we always watch our movies with, like, the sense of, like, we're just gonna watch them in the times that they were. We don't excuse all of the we don't
Right.
excuse all of the bad behavior. I mean, even I mean, I think this is like
Right.
a Weinstein movie, like, we don't excuse that guy and his shenanigans,
No.
but we're not gonna punish the whole movie because there is some other things, there's other actors and other people in this movie to be celebrated.
Oh, of course. Yeah. I feel the same way because like Danny Masterson's in this movie very
Yeah, another
briefly,
skeezer.
and I was like, ah, but
Yeah,
he's not in it enough where it like ruins it. Like I wouldn't even say he's a minor character. He's basically like an extra for like 5 minutes. Um,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I saw that too, and I was like, "Oh, I forgot I had totally forgot he was in it."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that also didn't age well," but thinking about the
Yeah. Yeah.
90s, so this movie has a couple of remakes of popular songs. It has Another Brick in the Wall and The Kids Aren't
Right. Right.
Alright. What'd you think about that?
Well, I thought The Kids Aren't All Right was a remake, but what it is like that is the Offspring song.
Okay.
It's a remake of a title from The Who, because like I was like, "Oh, is this a remake?" And I didn't know it, but when I compared lyrics, they're totally different songs.
Oh, okay, so
It's
then I
just
was
the same.
mistaken, it's not a
No,
remake.
it's okay. It's the same song title, so like that's bound to happen. Another Brick in the Wall. I love Pink Floyd. I grew up listening to them a lot because my
Yeah.
dad was really into them. I appreciate the cover and I love it that it's basically a super group that called the Class of 99. So it was
Mhm.
Lane Staley,
From
Tom
Alice in
Morello,
Chains, Rage Against the
yeah,
Machine, yeah,
Rage
yeah.
Against the Machine. We have like the drummer from Jane's Addiction. I'm sorry, I don't have all their names in front of me. So I appreciate the cover. I really loved Alice in Chains growing up. So I, of course, was like, this soundtrack is banging. It
Yeah.
really is. You have Garbage. I love Garbage. I'm a big fan of
Love
theirs.
freaking Gar oh my
Yes,
god, I love everything they do, yeah.
me too. I love Shirley Manson. She's a whole mood.
Yes.
Creed's in it, whatever.
Creed didn't age well either. But The Offspring, I
No,
don't know,
no.
I still like The Offspring. I
Yes.
wasn't a huge
And
fan, but I liked them, but I liked them, but I'm not a
oh,
diehard
okay.
fan.
I really liked them growing up, and I actually got grounded for having their cassette tape when I was, like, 12
My
because of their song called Bad Habit. I won't repeat what is said, you can look it up if you don't know,
yeah.
but I definitely got grounded for that. Yeah, The Offspring, they're actually touring right now, side note, with Bad Religion, and I'm like, "Dang, I wanna go."
And Wu-Tang
Um,
of all people, I think, is on the tour.
yeah,
Wu-Tang,
yeah,
Wu-Tang
yeah,
Clan, Wu
it's
I
so
love
cool.
you.
Yeah, so this soundtrack's pretty banging. I appreciate the remake, going back to that, sorry. The remake's pretty good. It's fitting for the times. It kinda gives, like, a hard rock metal vibe and maybe a little bit darker than the original.
Yeah. I don't think I would've liked the remake just to hear it, like, if they just decided to make a random
Right,
remake and put it on the
right.
radio, but this was such
Same.
again, this was such a '90s thing, and, Not Another Teen Movie, you had Marilyn Manson covering Tainted Love. The Scream
Yeah,
soundtrack is full of a ton, like, at least 1 and 2 for sure, I can't speak on the other ones. Scream 1 and 2 have a
yeah,
bunch of remakes on them or covers, so covers are, like, a really big thing in the '90s in teen movies, so I thought it fit right
mhm,
in. Again, would I it would it to me, it would have been random for them to just, like, randomly make this cover, but I liked it for this. I thought it went well with
yeah,
the vibe of the movie.
yeah.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
I do too. It's pretty dark. The movie's dark, and not just, like, topically, but also, like, the cinematography is, like, very dark and, like, dreary. So I
Mhm.
think that really fits so well. Yeah, I really enjoyed the effects of this movie too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read that a lot of it was not CGI, a lot of it was animatronic and stuff like that. I was like, "Oh, that is so neat." I didn't even realize.
Yeah.
Uh
I think some of it may even have to do with Robert Rodriguez. If you watch
Mhm.
other Robert Rodriguez films, he's known for having some good practical effects, and even when he does non-practical effects, he's known to have some pretty cool ones too, so I liked it. I thought the effects I think they hold up well. I don't think they look
Yeah.
terrible. I'm not an expert on that stuff. I'm sure other people might have other opinions, but I like them. I thought they were still cool to see the bugs coming out, the moving
Yeah.
head. Of course, the big reveal. Spoiler alert, there's a big what is she? I don't even know what you call her, a big slug, big monster
She
alien thing?
she they called her, like, the queen
The
alien,
queen alien,
uh,
but
on the Googles.
yeah. Okay. But
Yeah.
I thought they were cool looking. I liked everything. And you're right, it is a very I hadn't realized how besides the content of it being dark, that the movie itself is kind
Yeah.
of like a dreadful a dreadful palette.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, it's very dreary, it's very dark. It definitely feeds into the, "Oh, man, we're in high school" vibe too, which I liked. I thought, like, my f I have to say my favorite effect, like, change was with Miss Burks, where she kind of looked like an octopus. That's Famke Janssen's
Head
character.
thing, yeah.
Yeah, her head is, like, slithering, like, almost like an octopus. I was like, "Oh my god, that's so rad." Like, I forgot about that. So
Yeah.
watching back, I was like, "This is so freaking cool."
It
It
reminded
was
me of The Thing. Have you ever seen The Thing? I
Yeah,
think it's
yeah,
the 70s? The not the
yeah, yeah,
original, the one with Kurt Russell. I don't even think I've ever
yeah,
seen
yeah.
the original Thing. That's the one I've seen.
I don't think so either.
But it
I don't
gave me
think I
that
have either.
vibes, and of course, it also let's get into how they're figuring out. So the teenagers are figuring out that the faculty have become these aliens, and the way that they are figuring out who are actually getting turned into aliens, because it could happen, like, basically at any time, is they're
Right.
using this drug that Josh Hartnett's character, Zeke, is producing, and I crack up the name is scat, right?
Yeah.
Where did they come up with the name scat? I'm thinking animal, like, isn't that the name for animal poo? Like, scat?
I think
Okay,
so.
and it's just
So
caffeine, and
weird.
they're using the scat, and the way they end up once they figure out that you can put that on the person, and if they inhale it or ingest it, that it'll reveal that they're an alien, and when they're doing that, it's very much The Thing vibe as well. I know I went off on a big circle here to
Yeah,
get back to
yeah,
the
it's
movie The
okay.
Thing. It's kinda like The Thing, the way that they're testing them, so I thought that was a cool little homage too that they do that in.
Yeah, I do too, and, like, some people I was reading, some people were saying, like, the faculty was more satirical with that, but I didn't catch that vibe. Even with the rewatch, I didn't see it, like, making fun of the thing or, like, trying to be funny at all, so I don't understand that opinion. I did
Yeah.
not get that vibe.
I wouldn't agree with that either. I thought it was just a
Yeah,
nice you could only reinvent the wheel so many times.
right.
I mean, Scream does it right. They totally bring back
Mhm.
all sorts of I mean, all that's a big thing in horror movies. There's tropes and there's things where they're constantly doing callbacks to other movies. So I thought they did it in a respectful way. I didn't find it to be satirical in any way.
Yeah, same here. I was really shocked to see an opinion like that, but everybody, has their own thoughts and opinions about movies. I really liked when they were going around and they're making Zeke basically do it for like, was he second, I think? And I'm like, why are you going to have him do it second when he's the one who made it? That was like so I don't know why. I was just like, why are you having him do it second when he's supposed to be like in ch I guess, like, almost in charge of this concept? Why do you want him to get high first?
Yeah. Well, they were playing I think I think they were playing up the whole bad boy
Mm,
persona stereotype again like we were talking about.
yeah.
But let's talk about him actually. Because
Yeah.
he's kinda at the end he becomes a jock. Or
Right, right.
right? But he's supposed to be this good-looking one, but he's not a dropout, but he's what we would call, like, a super senior. He didn't make
Right.
it his senior year. He's very brainy, right? When with the science teacher, he's figuring things out. He drives this I think it's a GTO, right? He drives it
Yeah, yeah.
crazy. So, what did you think about him, and would you have been into him despite being a drug dealer and a super senior?
I'm not attracted to Josh Hartnett. I don't know if that's weird.
Yeah.
I'm not. I kind of I like his personality though, where he comes off very confident and cocky, but at the same time, he has like this very like smart kind of swagger about him. I don't know. Like, yeah, he's very charismatic. I liked him, but I'm not like, oh, he's hot.
Yeah.
The hair.
Oh god, we have to talk about that hair. Yeah, I
So,
oh, let me okay, I wouldn't have dated him. I probably would have made out with him though. But
yeah,
that hair was a turn and I'm not a huge Josh Hartnett fan. I don't think he's hot. I don't think he's busted. I think
right.
he's better. I think he's good looking. I liked him when he got a little older in, like, Pearl Harbor.
He's
I
yeah,
mean, I
he's
wouldn't
better
turn him
look.
away, but I don't think I would have been, like, chasing after him. I wouldn't have had a
No.
crush. It would have been like, "Oh, cool. We wanna kiss me at a party? Okay, I'll kiss him at a party." But the
I
hair
mean,
was a no-no.
yeah, Zeke wasn't for me. I actually thought Stan was better looking. I don't know. I liked and I liked his personality more, but that hair, girl,
What
it
is
looks
up with
like there's something about Mary in the back. Like,
Oh my god, it's, like,
stick it out.
sticking up. You think oh, yeah.
Oh
That hair, just like when
no.
we talked about Buffy the Vampire Slayer, how Luke Perry's character, the the little soul patch was a character, Josh Hartnett's hair was also a character.
It was. That should have been, a credited character. Yeah, that was a choice. And I read that they actually didn't want to cast Zeke as someone as quote unquote good looking as Josh Hartnett, but they loved his vibe so much. Like the heart that he brought to his character, they just like fell in love with him. I have to say, Josh Hartnett today, though, 50-year-old Josh Hartnett is so much better looking.
Is he? Oh my god, I haven't seen him
He's
in a
very
while.
looking, yeah, he's very handsome. So like I would go for that now, maybe. Maybe. Hmm. But during this time, I was all about like rockers,
Yeah.
that kind of bad boy.
Oh, yeah, okay, I'm looking at him now, duh, I saw him in that movie
Yeah.
Trap. I don't know if I didn't like his hair in Trap either, see, he had that weird
No, he had that weird like
part.
heart. Yeah, yeah. I
But
mean,
he's not
he's aged well.
Yeah.
Let's say that. Okay,
Yeah. No,
he's aged well.
he's never been a terrible looking guy other than that haircut was very terrible.
Right, right. So another cool thing about Zeke that I picked up on is like he's not really trying to impress anyone. He's just being
No.
himself. He's probably the most authentic character out of the whole group. Would I say he's coming of age? Maybe not because he's always been true to himself. I feel like Stan was more coming of age where he's like, I don't like who I am and I want to change and I want to grow up and stuff like that, which I really liked about his character. But yeah, Zeke has like this aloof confidence. Like he has like this really great charismatic personality. He's sarcastic as fuck.
Yeah.
And he's really smart. Like I thought at some point, like he would at some parts he was smarter than Casey. That's Elijah Wood's character, where Casey's supposed to play like this nerdy dork, super smart kid. And I feel like Zeke outwitted him a lot.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think he was as smart as or smarter than
Yeah.
Casey was. He just didn't have the opportunity to show it. Again, I think everybody had him pegged as just this kid
Yeah.
who failed his senior year. He's the drug dealer. He didn't care. He wore it like whatever. But when he needed to show his smarts, he did. When him and the teacher first discover the first little wormy alien thing, he's helping him identify the species. And
Mm,
it takes some brains to make drugs, I assume, right? I don't know. What do you think about
right?
this?
I mean, I watched Breaking Bad. I mean,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I
like
couldn't do
Walter
it.
White.
I barely
Right.
can measure
No.
out my prescribed when I need to take cough syrup. So, you know about me making drugs. Well, there's some chemistry to this, right?
Right, right, right. Yeah. So he has to know his shit to be able to make this stuff. Yeah. When he goes over the ingredients, I love it. Where he's like, it's mostly caffeine and some household ingredients. And I'm like, what, Windex? Like, what is in there, dude?
Did you make it some crystal meth or something? Like, I feel
Right.
like did they do that on purpose to kind of like stray away from saying it was drugs and like, oh, if we just call it this other like fake name, scat. Like, who's
Right.
I don't know. Again,
Right.
I'm not here to claim I'm like a knowledgeable person of like drugs, and every few years like the names
Hey.
change, but I've never heard it be called scat. I've never heard
Yeah.
anything be called scat. I've never heard of people like other than like Saved by the Bell when Jesse Spano is getting strung out on caffeine. Like caffeine's not really something people do. We got the Adderall crisis like here and there, but yeah, I
Right.
don't think
Right.
anybody was so excited to take the caffeine. Sorry, Saved by the Bell references.
I'm so excited. I'm so scared.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
kids here.
I think maybe that part was satirical a bit. I don't know.
I think
Yeah,
that
I
part was
thought it
actually the satirical aspect that they were like, "Oh, we
yeah,
don't wanna come out and say it's drugs, so we could kinda make this movie a little more marketable," but it was also like, read between the lines when he mentions just like you said, "Oh, and some other household ingredients," I'm all, "Mhm." He's also
yeah.
making other stuff.
Absolutely, because, like, he was, like, saying that he's out of stuff. I didn't really pay attention to all of his, inventory that he has in the back of his GTO. That's his shop.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
appreciate the hustle, he's gotta drive yeah, pharmacy on wheels, basically.
Pharmacy.
Yeah. Who needs ice cream man when you have scat on wheels?
Scat on wheels. Guaranteed to jack you up.
Yes, and that is, like, a huge quote that people still say today. They're like, "We could jack you up on scat."
What was your favorite
Dang.
kill? I'm thinking about that now. Now that we're thinking about I was thinking about the science stuff and the
Oh,
science teacher. Now, nobody
yeah.
technically dies. That's what's I think that this movie catches a lot of hate that like I saw on Reddit. People are like, "Yeah, but nobody actually dies." You think they die? There's all
Right.
these cool kills other than like the main queen alien, queen bee, queenie. I want to call her queen bee, the queen
I know.
alien.
The queen
Um,
alien.
the queen alien. But there's some fun what we think are deaths. So did you have a favorite
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, my favorite one is definitely when Mr. Edward Furlong gets fucking knifed in the eye, or was it, like, pen in the eye?
Mhm.
Something
He
like that.
he gets
Yeah,
his
I
fingers,
really
like, with a paper cutter, they cut
Yeah,
'em off, and then they stick
yeah.
the scat in and it's funny because I always hold a pen because I'm this weird person when I'm recording, I have to hold on to something, like
Oh, that's so funny because
on video, you can see I'm always waving a little pen around, but I'm also,
Yeah.
like, writing things down, but they look like a bunch of, like, Bic pens, right? And they, like, stuff
Mhm.
they jab the Bic pen in his eye with it because that's what Zeke is using to carry this scat, this drug around, and they shove it
Right.
into his eye. Yeah, I thought that was the
Yeah.
best one, and he says it early, I don't know if you caught it, when he's talking to Salma Hayek, which beautiful woman, by the
Ooh,
way.
what a babe.
Yeah.
What a babe.
Yeah, I've always looked
Yeah,
up to her
she's
since I
hot.
was a little girl. She's such an iconic, especially as a Mexican.
Yeah.
I look up to her, this beautiful Mexican woman that she's
Oh,
beautiful, she acts, she does like she's still she's so talented. Anyway, she's the
yes.
nurse. I went off on a tangent and he's talking about something. He's like, "Oh, I'd rather just like stab my eye out," or he said, "I'd rather just stab my eye."
Right,
His eye
right.
gets stabbed later. But yeah, nobody
So
technically
funny.
dies, but they're fun what we think are kills until the end when we realize like, oh, everybody's back. But what's her
Right.
favorite? The one girl gets the teacher who the flirty teacher gets her head back, but he still has like an eye patch and his eyes are messed up. What's up with that? I was like, I think she should have got her head back. She's over here hollering at high school kids.
I know, I know. What was that about? In
I,
her little camisole top with a
she's got
built-in
a scarf
bra.
on at the end of my thing. Is she like that? You remember the, oh my God. You
Oh, like
remember
a
that book?
Beetlejuice?
Oh, like
What which
Beetlejuice.
one?
No,
Like
oh, that is
Beetlejuice
like,
where they covered the, like, the decapitation. I can't
oh,
even find the words. I'm like,
Miss Argentina.
Yes, yes, that's right, that's right.
But no, I wasn't thinking of that. I remember there was this book, The Girl with was it the Yellow Ribbon? You've never read that book?
Mm, I I don't
Or
think
The Green
so.
Ribbon? The Green
I
Ribbon.
don't
Oh my God. The girl
it's
with the
not ringing a bell.
it's gonna now I've gotta go on the oh, go ahead. The girl with the green ribbon. Okay, I'm gonna go off on a tangent. The girl with the green
Go for
ribbon,
it.
okay, is a
Mhm.
popular urban legend short horror story about a girl named Jenny who always wears a green ribbon around her neck and refuses to tell anyone why, even her husband Alfred. The secret is only revealed on her deathbed when Alfred unties the ribbon and her head falls off. As the ribbon was the
Oh,
only thing keeping it attached. This was a kid's book. That book
dude.
freaking scared me. I checked it out from just the
Oh my
elementary
god.
library, and I'm like, "Oh," and the graphics of it are so scary. I'm like, "I'll probably get in trouble showing it," like, I'm
Oh
gonna show
my
it.
god. Ew. I'm sorry.
And
That
and they
face.
show her whole life, she wears this green ribbon, and then on her deathbed, she finally because the husband would always ask her, "Why don't you take the ribbon off?" And then she took it, and her fucking head rolls off. And it's like a graphic, like, book, and it's an elementary kid book. I'm like, I had nightmares about that. So when I saw the lady wearing the ribbon at the end, I was like, "Oh god, it's
That
a
it
freaking
triggered
book."
that memory. Isn't it that when you showed me her, the illustration, it kinda reminded me of Samara from The Ring after she
Yeah.
changes.
Oh
I wonder
god.
if they were inspired by that. Ooh.
Isn't that creepy?
Yeah, that's
Mhm. Get
creepy.
out on the video on YouTube, go just so you can see or go or Google that shit.
Yeah,
The Girl
Google
with the
it,
Green
Google
Ribbon.
it.
No, that book like, I still to this day don't like Decapitation because that book creeped me
No.
out. I was way too young. I wasn't even into scary movies yet. I mean, I was, like, probably 6, I think, or 7 when I read that book. Yeah. School librarian, why did you let me read that? Why is
School,
that
how dare you? Oh
that
my
was not appropriate.
god.
Yeah, that's one of the many reasons
No.
I could go off on a tangent as
No.
to another movie that scarred me with Decapitation. But anyway, so she got her head back, but,
Oh, yeah.
the science
Yeah.
teacher, Mr. Furlong, he's still
With
messed
this
up.
eye
He got an eye patch and his fingers, I think, are still messed up. I'm like, why was he the only one that came back, like, damaged and everybody else is fine? I mean, didn't get
I
it.
think that I think they were probably trying to make it funny. I don't know. I caught on that too. I was like, "Why is he all jacked up and everybody else is okay?"
You got him
Like
jacked up.
BB Newworth is fine, Coach Willis, like, not a scratch on Miss Olsen either. Like, what?
Now Miss Olsen even gets she's the older one. She even gets, like,
Yeah.
hotter throughout the movie. Like, they made her look,
She
like, older than
does.
she was, even though she's an older woman. Like, after
Yeah, yeah.
she stayed they, like, got rid of her glasses and they did all these things. It's like, she was beautiful to begin with, but they hit her.
Right, right. Yeah, they made her, like, kind of like a sex pot, like an
I
older
thought
MILF.
so, yeah.
I loved it.
A MILF,
Get it,
I'm loving
girl.
it.
Get it,
Yeah,
girl. Yeah,
but
it was
yeah,
so funny.
s scat drugs save the world, huh? I don't know, it makes me
Yeah,
think of DARE. Were
well,
you in the DARE program? Did you guys have the DARE program on the East Coast?
we did, Nancy Reagan, she
Oh gosh.
she made us all sign the certificate,
Mhm.
we promised,
Yeah.
and I wa I mean, I looked like I was trouble, like a little goth kid, but I was such a dork. Like, I had, like, Elijah Wood's personality in this movie. I was like, "Oh, you guys. Oh, no."
Yeah.
But then I looked like Stokely. So, it was very confusing time for people thinking that I would partake, and I did not.
Yeah.
I
Well,
was too dorky.
they really punched that campaign in the face because 'cause they're like, "The drugs are saving the world here."
Yeah. "Joke's on you, Nancy."
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, man. Do you have any favorite, like, quotes from this movie? I have so many.
Oh gosh. Go ahead, tell me some of yours before I get into mine. We'll
Okay.
see if we have any of the same ones.
Yeah. So, I love when, Zeke wants Stokely to take the drugs, and she's like, "I'm not putting that hack drug up my nose. It's so 80s." And I'm like, "What? What? It's because in the 80s everybody was doing coke? I don't know." So that made me laugh. I love when Delilah, that's Jordana Brewster's character, tells Casey, "When did you become Sigourney Weaver?"
Yeah, yeah, I was like, "Ooh, good shout out to aliens there." Yeah.
Yes, hell
Yeah,
yeah.
very meta.
Yeah. And then Zeke is talking to Mary Beth, who's the new girl, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And he's like, "Yeah, my parents are dead too." Because Mary Beth has like this whole bullshit backstory.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
the
She's Southern
spoiler alert.
girl. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she comes off very pure and angelic. She's got this long blonde hair. But anyway, so she tells Zeke, "My parents are dead." So Zeke's like, "Yeah, my parents are dead too." And Mary Beth's like, "Oh my God, really? Your parents are dead too, Zeke? Oh my heart. Oh my stars." And Zeke's like, "Well, they're still breathing, but for all intents and purposes, they might as well be dead." And she's like, the look on her face, she's like, and
Yeah,
maybe, oh my God, he's so
he's like, "They're on
sarcastic. He's such an
vacationing or
asshole.
something." Like,
Like in Europe or some shit. I
yeah,
don't
he's
know.
insinuating he's like this rich kid and his parents don't care about him. But yeah, that was a
Right.
good one. He's like,
That
"Well,
was
they're
so
not really
good.
dead."
Yeah,
I like Mary
JK.
Yeah, I like when Mary Beth when she's like, "I'm just a girl from Atlanta who happens to be a giant multi-tentacle parasite from another galaxy."
She's a whole vibe. Like, don't sleep on Mary Beth, folks.
She was
Okay?
so annoying to me. Like, I felt bad that she was the new girl. I don't know, did you figure out who it's so hard to remember, right? Like, the first time we watched them.
Right,
Did
right.
you know that she was the killer? Did you figure it out? Were there any breadcrumbs? And then how did you feel about the reveal?
I d I don't think I picked up on it because, like, I was 17 and stupid when this came out. I was just like, "Oh, that guy that I like is hanging out with us. Ooh," but he didn't give a fuck about me. But anyway, so I was more into like, "Oh, this is so fun." And it did scare me.
Mhm.
But I didn't I like the reveal. I remember being shocked at the
Yeah.
time, and, like, even now, I feel like, yeah, like, if I watched it now for the first time, I probably would have caught on because it's very obvious, right? Like, she just comes off like so goody two shoes. She comes off kind of fake. She's constantly like talking about, oh, I'm from Atlanta. And everybody's like, yeah, we fucking know, bitch. Like,
Yeah,
you
why
know
does
what I
she
mean?
say her whole name every time? I don't even remember her whole
What
name.
was it?
Mary Beth
Mary Beth,
something.
Mary Beth Louise, blah, blah, bloop, blah, boop. Yeah,
Yeah, like
she,
6 names. I think it's a Southern thing. I don't know. I'm not a Southerner, but I've heard that's a
yeah,
Southern
same,
thing.
same, same. So, yeah, I was pretty shocked. And then I read, I don't know if you know this, they actually changed the ending. They they were originally going to have Stokely be the queen, but they were like, that's too obvious. Like the
Yeah.
goth girl is the villain
Mhm.
or whatever, the alien mother. So they changed it, which I like. I think it's pretty cool. I didn't suspect it then. I would have now.
Yeah.
What did you think about it?
I don't remember knowing it was her. I mean, because she played it off real well, right? I mean, but then when they
Mhm.
re-show it to you, it's kind of like really nobody noticed the powder falling out of the pen
Right,
when they're doing the Thing test, aka the movie The Thing.
right.
I don't know who I suspected. I mean, I really guess I suspected it was gonna be Delilah because she's such a bitchy person to her boyfriend. But yeah, I didn't catch on to her. But I love the ending when we do find out it's her. I love she's trying to win people over, like getting naked. Of course, they had to finally bring in some nudity because it's a horror movie. You
Yeah,
gotta have
of
some
course.
nudity.
Of
And the
course.
way that Casey's character kills her, I love that concept
So
of those
good.
bleachers. Like those things actually scare me.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't the type of athlete where I did things in the gym. I was a cheerleader my freshman year, and so we did stuff in there. But we
Mhm.
still had to go do stuff. We'd still go work out in there even as runners. We'd go like on rainy
Right.
days and different things. We'd do certain workouts in there. So like I was like, ooh, that's like a scary concept. And I'd totally forgotten that was the ending. I mean, I think that's when me and my mom it was like hitting her. She's like, "Oh yeah, we did see this." And she goes, and my mom's like,
Right?
she's like, but it was so cute. She's like, "Oh, they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that." I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." Like I was totally forgetting the
Aw.
ending. But yeah,
Yay,
it was so
mom.
fun to yeah. Shout out to Mama Dorothy. It was so fun to like rewatch that it was just like a fun
Yeah.
coincidence that she came over on that night when I'm like in the middle of a rewatch and yeah, I even remember she caught when we originally watched it, like during, and that's how I also remember in the middle of the movie, the first time we watched it in the movie theater, she leans in and she like whispers into my ear. She's like, "This is just Invasion of the Body Snatchers." I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
"Oh," like I hadn't caught that. Like, I don't think I was a big Invasion of the Body Snatchers fan at the time. I don't even know if I'd seen it yet. I knew
Same.
the concept. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
so shout out to Mama Dorothy because she took me to the movie. She rewatched it with me, and she was catching all the
She knew. She
remembering
knew.
remembering the thing.
Yeah. The bleacher kill is so good. I mean, that's it really was multi-purpose, that gym. It was where they hung out, they hid there, they got naked, they did the
They got
bleachers.
naked.
Like there was a strip show. Like they really were living it up in the gym. I hung out on the bleachers a lot where I pretended to have cramps so I wouldn't have to partake in gym. And I was in marching band too. I was such a dork. I was like there with my saxophone. I'm like, oh yay. So bleachers can be deadly, and Casey proved that. Okay.
Yeah, and of
The
course, that's
gym
when he gets
kills.
the gym kills. See, that's why I don't work out, guys. This is why I'm fat.
Right? Exactly. This is why I'm chubby. Okay.
I'm on the Fatkins
Yeah.
diet over here.
Yeah.
I'm on the Atkins.
Fuck. I'm gonna pee. Cut that. Okay. Anyway, or don't. I don't care. But anyway,
Forget about going to my microphone.
when we're 40, we had kids. Like my bladder just. Anyway.
I will try to keep my jokes to myself. We'll try to close this up without too much
So
more.
funny.
But
So
yeah, I
funny.
mean,
But
watch the movie, guys. It's fun. It's a fun.
it
Does it
really
age
is.
perfectly? No, I don't think it ages
No.
perfectly.
No.
Will young audiences 100% get it? No, they might not get all the 90s reference, but at its heart, I think it's a fun movie. It's not the best. It's written by Kevin Williamson, who did Scream, and he actually wrote this before he did Scream. But
Yes, I
nobody
saw.
would bought it or picked it up. So then they made Scream. Then they're like, "Oh, now we want your movie." But he didn't direct it. He
You're right.
wanted to
Right.
go teaching Mrs. Tingle, which I guess was like a big passion of his, project of his. So that's how we ended up with Robert Rodriguez, which I love Robert Rodriguez's movies.
Yeah.
So there's a
He's
lot of fun
fun.
stuff going on. You catch a Terminator. I mean, Robert Patrick is even doing the T1000 run. I mean, you can't you
I
can't
know.
you can't not love that. So I
Yeah,
definitely think people should check it out.
I agree. I thought it was so good. I feel like the ending where everybody's back to quote unquote their normal selves, and you see like Stokely's wearing like lavender and she's
Oh,
with
that I didn't
Stan
like that.
now. I was like, girl, just be you. Wear the
I
black. Black is
Yeah,
hot. Okay.
I
Why are
didn't
you
like
in
that.
lavender? No, no.
She could have kept her gothy vibe and just I didn't mind that her and Stan were now together, but it was
No,
really weird
yeah,
that they
same.
changed her aesthetic. Um,
Yeah. She like totally changed for a guy. Ew, don't do that.
yeah. Yeah,
Don't do
I didn't
that.
like
Be
that. I
you,
mean,
boo.
yeah, I mean, I know it's like Breakfast Club, but even in Breakfast Club, I mean, they well, no, Ali Sheedy's character. Did they do
Ali
that to her?
Sheedy, yeah, yeah, they gave her like the pink glossy lip and like this white like
Yeah.
poofy top, yeah, with a headband and shit. Yeah, I didn't like how they changed her. Jordana Brewster ends up with Elijah Wood, which I'm like, there was no chemistry there, which
I mean, he had a thing
strange.
for her, we could tell. And she insinuates that she knows that he
Sure.
has a thing for her because she even
Right.
tells him, like, when she's trying to get him to join them, she's like, "Oh," like, flirting with him on the bus, essentially, right? But he doesn't fall
Yeah.
for it. But yeah,
But
I
like
didn't expect them to I didn't think she was into him. I thought he was strictly into her, and I don't
same
think she was ever into Stan. I think she was just using Stan as, like, what she was
status.
supposed to be on paper, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like, at least with like Stokely and Stan, there was like sexual tension and there was chemistry between them. But like these two, I'm like, how did this happen? It was very strange to me. Zeke ends up on the football team and Mary Beth is dead. So that's cool.
Yeah, the whole
Did we
thing is
cover
weird. Yeah.
everybody?
Yeah, I think we covered everybody. I
Yeah.
mean, the coach is still coaching.
Yeah.
He when he became the alien, he became like this nice, soft guy, and now he's back to being a coach, being a mean yelling coach.
Yeah.
So yeah, everybody goes back to normal except John Stewart and Mary Beth is dead. But yeah, I thought they
Mary
again
Beth.
solidified the tropes, but I didn't like that Stokely's now rocking the purple and it's like, girl, just rock your gothy vibe. Like whatever vibe you had before. If she was into purple before, she could have stayed with purple. If she was a cheerleader before, she
Yeah.
could have stayed being a cheerleader. That was all. I didn't like that choice.
No, me neither. But
Yeah,
it really fed into the Breakfast Club vibe,
for sure.
which I can appreciate. The 90s were the 90s, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was fun.
That was fun. Well, listeners, we hope our dialogue wasn't too dreadful for you. And with that,
Yeah.
have a good one and keep it dreadful.
Watch out. And watch out for them bleachers, okay? You don't want to get hit by bleachers.
And
All right,
Mary Beth could be around any corner. Watch out. She might be. Never mind. I don't want you to be mean to the new kids. Just be careful. Be on point all the
Yeah,
time.
just be careful and don't wear lavender if you're wearing black. Okay. All right, well, goodbye, everyone.